Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the channel. Welcome to the mobile app coaching. We do it once every week on Friday. We talk about how to use the mobile app for those of you who only have the mobile app, and for those of you who have the subscription and have the mobile app for free. If you can hear me loud and clear, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. All right, still loving this loving this mic. This mic, brand new mic, given to me, for me, and I like it, and it does well, and the whole 9 yards. Oh, dang it. You know what I didn't do? Nobody
I was about to ask you about that.
Nobody, I'm hitting it now. I didn't see anybody okay it. This notification will be sent immediately. Yep. Nobody okayed. That's why I always need somebody to okay it. So I just clicked it. The alert just got sent. All right. And I know everybody in the background, Clay is doing stuff. They don't always see it, but I just realized that I did not click it. I was waiting for the okay. All right. So I'm waiting for the alert to hit. I just put it up to get more people. There it is. I just got the alert on, as you can see in the top of the screen. And that's kind of cool. When you have the mobile app, you get alerts about what's going on, and it will come right into the mobile app as well. All right, so San Fran is here, Skyper's here, Jeremy is here, Paul, Marvin. So glad that you guys are responding. Man, I don't know if we're going to get a lot of people today, or we may get a ton of people today because of the tariff news, man. The tariff news is killing the market. It's killing me softly with his song, with his killing me softly with his tweet, killing me softly with his tweet, slamming down on my feet. And I could keep on going, but I'm not. All right, I could keep on going. Both Nancy and Jerry here. When I see one name, I look for the other. When I see one name, I look for the other. Glenn, what's on the grill this weekend? Well, the grill this weekend, I'm going to use the smoker. I'm going to do the 3-2-1 method on smoking some ribs. I got a rack of ribs, couple of New York strip. I'm probably going to get a couple of ribeyes as well. My grandkids want chicken wings. We'll do that. We'll do hamburgers, hot dogs. So I'll have all three. I'll have the smoker, the flat grill, and the barbecue and the charcoal grill, all three going at the same time. I need to release that song, says Smack This, killing me softly with his tweet, killing me softly with his tweet, falling on my feet with his tweet, killing it gently. All right, the tweets keep the market moving. Well, more tariff ambiguity going on today, so the markets are feeling the effects. And we still got how many days still left on the 90-day pause on China? Man, just a lot of stuff going on, The markets don't like it. Going into a long weekend, remember, we're closed on Monday. Don't forget the day. And a lot of people will say, hey, happy Memorial Day to you, Glenn. It's not for me. Veterans Day is for me and for other veterans. Memorial Day is for the people who gave it all for their country. All right, so there's a difference. Don't forget the day. It's Memorial Day, and memorial for those people who did not come back home. All right, so that's why we have Monday off. And we're going to be cooking, and we're going to be traveling, we're going to be doing all of that. But let me tell you something. Don't lose sight of the reason for the day. All right, there's a lot of brave men and women who gave their lives for this country. All right, and then Veterans Day, you got a lot of brave men and women who fought for this country, but were able to come home. All right, a lot can happen between now and Tuesday. Absolutely, Alex. I'm of the mindset not to panic sell. I'm of the mindset that you need to be defensive. And for those of you who are VectorVest subscribers, and actually, Clay, based on the things that we've been talking about as far as timing and stuff, do we still release the special presentation on YouTube? That's a question. I don't know if we thought through that or not. I'm just putting that out there. All right, I'm just putting that out there. Anyway, I have the special presentation this week for those of you who are subscribers, and it's pretty much going to be all about protecting profits. I think that it needs to stem from here as well as a mobile user. You wake up this morning, the market responds to a lot of different news dealing with tariffs, and you've got the power of you've got the power of the program in your hand right here. I'm using an iPad, all right? So when I do this presentation, it is directly off of the mobile app. Mike says he's in cash. Now, I'm not telling everybody to go to that extreme, to be in cash right now, but I will tell you that it is time to be protective of the stocks that you're in. Now, Qubits was more of a trade. I made some money on a day trade on it. D-Wave, I'm not a big fan of saying that I'm going to stay in any quantum stock long term. Skyper, I just need you to understand that. I need everybody in here to understand there are certain stocks that are moving, that have moved on news. But, if you haven't watched the video, and Clay, if you can put that in there real quick. If you haven't watched the video of my 3 go-to graphs in regards to knowing what to do with stocks, go check that out. Would you buy Nvidia? I still own, I'm in NVDL. Now, Paul, I took that aggressively going into earnings next week, and right now I'm feeling the effects of it. Right now, I am feeling the effects. Let me tell you what's going on with it. I am definitely feeling the effects of it. I'm still trying to determine, let's go look at it real quick. Nvidia, I know it's earnings next week. I still think that it's a powerhouse stock, right? What the flying flip just happened? Oh, how long have I been doing this? A long time. NVDA. I'm still bullish going into earnings. But man, what do? You trade the chart, not your heart. What just happened with Nvidia going into earnings and popping up right to that level of resistance? Look at that. So the question is, would you buy Nvidia? Paul, trading the chart says no. All right, trading the chart says no. Why? It can't get through that level of resistance. The 3 and the 8 are about to cross to the downside. I've got a level of support right about here. I got a little bit of a rebound today because the candle is open, even though it's red. Would I buy Nvidia today? The answer is, based on the chart, no. Now, I do know, value is rising. Long term, I still like Nvidia. Long term, I still think Nvidia is a powerhouse stock. It's the major stock in the AI space, and it's one of the top 3 market caps in the market. All right, so the company it's a big company. So I am right now, if you own Nvidia, which I do, and I own the ETF, I own NVDL. What I am going to do, I'm down, dang it, I was getting ready to tell you how much I was down. I'm down on it. Finance, Schwab, accounts. And I'm answering this question because it's a great question. PCA or that's Palantir. Where is it? Nvidia. I'm down over 8% on NVDL. All right. So I knew that I was aggressive going into the move, especially because earnings was coming out next week. Right now, I'm down 8%. I'm close to 10% down. I'm thinking that as long as you've got a stop on it, there it is. Alex says my trailing 10% hit this morning. Mine hasn't hit yet. But if it does, I'm not going to be mad to get out of it. All right. But would I buy it now? The answer to that is no. The market dropped the bomb on us, baby. It dropped the bomb on us. Now, I don't think that it dropped the bomb, but I will look at something else. How about, because of the news, you know what else is happening? Volatility in the market's going up. Look at that most recent little pop coming off this level of support. The VIX is going up. Where are we at now? 22.32. Anything above the value of 20 tells me that people are getting more fearful in the market. All right. That's another reason why you need to consider protecting profits. Glenn, I love VectorVest. Using the MTI and the DEW have changed my life. month to month. Let me tell you something. We don't show a lot of the MTI anymore. It's by design in our live streams. It's by design. And you know why it's by design? Because you know something, you guys pay for the software, you pay for the guidance. I love what we do on the YouTube channel. All right. But you know something, at some point in time, you're going to have to get off the pot. All right. And we are offering a trial. We are offering a trial to the VectorVest system. You want to know what our indicators are talking about if the market is looking for a top or a bottom. You want to know what the guidance that the VectorVest software is giving to you on a day-over-day basis. Man, take the trial. Go to www.vectorvest.com/YT. You know why? Because we're offering a Memorial Day special. It is 99 cents. Normally $9.95 for 30 days. Right now, for Memorial Day, we're offering it as a special for 99 cents for 30 days. You want that guidance. You want to know what the MTI is doing. You want to know what our market timing indicators are doing, all that kind of stuff. Take the trial. 30 days, 99 cents. Aerospace thoughts. I'm still big on that, Lisa. Let's go to DFIN. I'm still big on that. There it is. A little pullback on it as well. But look at the rebound day today. The 3 and the 8 are about to cross to the downsides. I got another stock that I want you to look at, ITA. It's a non-leverage ETF on aerospace. Same kind of scenario, pulling back as well. But look at the rebound day today. Look at today's cancel. Nice up. The 3 hasn't crossed below the 8 as of yet. All right? It hasn't crossed as of yet. I'm okay if you're still in ITA or DFIN, but if the 3 crosses below the 8 on either one of those, I'm going to tell you that you probably want to close that out. You could be up 150% on qubits, 1 month return. I could be up 150% on a lot of stocks encyclopedia. I could be. But if I look at qubits, let's go take a look. QBTS, open that up real quick. Nice jump on that. A little bit of a parabolic move. Let's go put this on a 1 month graph. A little bit of, but look at that. Steady move up, coming off that level, breaking through that level of resistance, moving up. The 3 and the 8, who said that? That was Encyclopedia. I can't argue with you. Look at the 3 and the 8. The 3 is the light blue line. The 8 is the darker blue line. The 3, I'm going to call it teal. You know why I know it's teal? Because when I got married, my second time, I got married in a teal tuxedo. All right. Now, notice the teal line is above the blue, and it's been solidly above. The 3 is showing no signs of pulling back. Now, this is on an end-of-day basis. Glenn, this market is so volatile. Market's moving based on tweet. How do you even trade this? You can trade this. How many people? Let me do something. Let me break this. Let me break this down. I'm gonna break it down for you right quick. Let's go to the SPX. Why? Because it's got 500 stocks. It's the gold. It's the gold level. Looking at Akshaya prior to the tweet. Prior to any news, I want everybody to pay attention right now. All right? Prior to any news, what was going on with the S&P? That was a few days ago, right at a level of resistance. What could I have been doing right there? Just watching. Next day, right there, indecision day. Next day, down day. Not only that, the 3 is getting closer to the 8. This is all prior to the news. You're talking about volatility, Akshaya? Trade the chart. What does the chart tell you? The chart was already letting you know something in the background wasn't right, Akshaya? Where's the volatility at that point? Now, the volatility happens on the news, all right? And you're right, it does say buy, but I'm looking at the S&P. And you want to know something? I'm still okay if you're still in because of the DEW and the confirmed calls. You do know that the confirmed calls is the slowest, most conservative market timing call. The DEW is right in the middle. And if it still says up, that's okay. What am I looking at now when I'm looking at these stocks, Akshay? I'm looking at the individual stocks. The market can keep going up, but your individual stocks could keep going down. What I'm walking you through is the ability to make decisions on your individual stocks. The video that's pegged at the top is all about trading your individual stocks. I'm all about using market timing. I'm all about the indicators. But what am I doing right now, Akshaya? I'm trading the chart on my individual stocks. Does that make sense? The calls still say go. That's fine. You can stick with that. But if I'm looking at my individual stocks, that's why the videos of the three top graph layouts that I have is what I'm looking at. As Glenn said earlier, from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of my family, I want to express our deepest respect and gratitude. Thank you all who have served and made the ultimate choice. Thank you for that, Blaine. That's important. So Akshaya, you can always point things out. I'm all about that, and I will always answer your questions. But if I'm looking at individual stocks, let's talk about something like we just looked at Nvidia. Where's it at? I thought we just did. Nvidia. Let's go look at Nvidia. The market timing says, okay, buy. What is the stock telling me? And that's why the importance of that video is as important as it is, Akshaya. I'm all for the market timing calls. Give me another stock. Let's go look at Apple. Apple got some bad news, right? Trump's going after Apple. I'm not sure why that's all doing that. I feel some kind of way about that. AAPL. I am feeling some kind of way about that. But prior to even that news, Akshaya, look at what was going on with Apple. At a level of resistance. What was it doing? Starting to fall. Prior to the news. How many of you are starting to tune out some of the news? Type of 1. How many of you are starting to tune out some of the news? Type of 1 in the room. I'm curious to see where your heads are at. Because I love, and you know something? I'm of the mindset I do when I set up and get ready for all of my presentations on the live stream. Alex says some, and I'm with that. But I gotta take that into consideration. But I gotta trade the chart because no matter what, I gotta take the emotion out of it. Let's go look at another one. Let's go look at Amazon, AMZN. Let's go look at that. Notice that all of these charts are showing me the same scenario, which is what? Protecting profits. How about another one? Let's go look at AVGO. I'm looking at some of the big names that are out there. AVGO that a lot of you probably have money in. Dang it. Why am I doing that today? AVGO. Let's go look at it. What is it telling me? In the channel. Having a hard time getting above that level of resistance. What's up, VIX? All right. Copper Corporate says, listening, but with a grain of salt. I'm hopeful that's about the news. All right. AVGO is... Akshaya, are you listening? All right. You're going to see a little vein pop up into my head real quick. Are you listening? I know it's a buy. But what's the graph telling you? What's the graph telling you? So now, how many of you have stopped buying a stock? And I just want to hear yes or no. How many of you have stopped buying a stock just on the VectorVest rating? Type a yes or a no. I love that it's a buy recommendation. That's great. But what are you now learning to do more of? Read the chart. I love that it's a buy, but just because it's a buy doesn't always mean that you should buy it. So when you bring that up, because it's a buy, okay, I hear that. And the software is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, telling you that it is a buy. But just because it's a buy doesn't mean that you have to just go buy it. I love long-term, looking at this stock. Earnings per share looks good. Long-term, I like the stock. I'm looking at this move from this bottom all the way up. I love the move. But what's going on? 1, it's sitting in a channel. 2, it can't get past that level of resistance. 3, it's starting to fall back. The 3 and the 8 are converging. Buys can become holds quick. Very true. Now, IONQ, that's another quantum stock. INOQ, moving. Yesterday, nice move. Broke through a level of resistance. Look at that. Broke through that level of resistance. No follow through today. No follow through today, Rosa. Nice move yesterday. Nice open candle today. Nice rebound day. But no follow through. So I know that it's news driven. There were three quantum stocks that were moving yesterday. IONQ, Qubits. There was another one. I made some money day trading those, Rosa. I made some money day trading those. Floyd says all money, not good money. That's true. Armin, are you still own? That was the stock that I think I got out of it. I forgot what portfolio that was in, but that was my gold play. But you know something? The 3 and the 8 still say leave it alone. I think I got out of it. I think that I did, but I don't even know which portfolio I had it in. This was my gold play. But you know something? It's coming up to a level of resistance right there. But look how strong the 3 and the 8 are. There you go, ABB. Look how strong the 3 and the 8 are. And because this news is coming out where it is right now, what's going to happen to gold? Gold's going to start moving up again. Right now, ARMN, I talked about it a couple of days ago as my gold play. What's it doing right now? Look at the graph. The 3 and the 8 are still solid. Look at that ABB, but I am stopping at a level of resistance. I am starting in CoreWeave is another good play. I made some money on it. CoreWeave. Let's go take a look. What is the graph telling me? Not a ton of time in this 6 month. Look at that down day yesterday. Almost a dark cloud cover. You guys need to learn how to read candlestick patterns. Look at that. Almost a dark cloud cover. It has to come down pretty much halfway through that big candle from the day before. So it's just a bearish candle. One day doesn't make a trend. What's the stock doing today? Rebounding. But I got more selling pressure on it today. Look at the wick at the top of the candle. But it is an open candle, number one. Number two, look at the 3 and the 8 are solid. Learning to read graphs. I'm loving that you guys are learning to read graphs. All right. Talking about, there was another one that I just saw. ASM, silver stock, ASM. Looking at it. Cherry pick your gold plays. Look at the 3 and the 8 on ASM, a solid, undervalued, rising value. Love the earnings per share. ASM is another one. AGX, let's go peep that out real quick. AGX. Oh, wow, look at that. Wow. You know what scares me about this stock? Look at that graph. What scares me about this stock? Glenn, can you post a link to your candlestick vote video? Do we have a candlestick video out there, Clay? If not, I do like to send people to a free website that you can take a look at. I don't know if my company really likes it or not, but it doesn't matter. It's candlesticker.com. Candlesticker.com. What's up, Ali? All right. Candlestick, it's a free website that gives you some basic information about candles. Now, we do have a candlestick course. All right. In that course, we take you a step further of not only understanding those candles, but how to use them in the VectorVest system. All right. Every graph I like scares Glenn. No, that's not true. No. So what I don't like about this stock, look how many days this stock is going up compared to going down. That scares me. Agree or disagree? How many days that stock has gone up compared to going down? That scares me. Thank you, Clay. Clay found it. We got a candlestick video. Look at that. I thought we did. I just didn't know. What's better, one big candle or 10 small ones? If the 10 small ones can't overcome the one big one, then the one big one makes the biggest difference. All right. I like the move of the stock. But I loved it yesterday. I like the stock, but now I got the chance to look at how many days up compared to down. That concerns me. Why? Because stocks don't go up forever, just like they don't go down forever. All right, AGX looks like it's getting, but listen, the stock is moving up. I'm not trying to tell you not to buy it. Holy smokes, that stock just looks amazing. Big open candle today. It is an amazing looking stock. I'm just telling you to be careful, all right? If you're in it, you're making money, all right? If you're in it, you're making money. Tariffs are good. I'm not telling you what I think about tariffs anymore. I'm just not doing it. All right. So we already looked at a lot of stocks already. All right. I like being able to do this from time to time. On a day like today, going into a weekend like we have, I'm okay with just looking at stocks today. All right. I'm okay with just looking at stocks today. Gap. Look at that. Up, 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 up. Got a level of resistance, but moving up to 3 and the 8. Look at that. The 3 and the 8 looks solid. US was tariffed for 50 years. All was good. Now payback time. I'm not answering. I'm not getting into that. Because then I'm going to get called a whole bunch of names. Follow the trend, don't you bend. I like that. Follow the trend, don't you bend. Pick up the dog, pick up the cat. Follow the trend, don't you bend. Glenn, are we screwed for the next 3.5 years? Nope, not at all. I don't think so. I don't think so. That's my personal opinion. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's my opinion. That's all I'm going to say about that. I think we're putting ourselves in a good spot. That's what I think. CLS, nice move up. Again, a lot of stocks, even though the market is getting to a point where it's starting to look toppy, look at that. Why not talk about tariff? Because Prakash, as soon as I start putting out my opinion about the tariffs, this room starts to go cuckoo crazy. They go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. This ain't the platform for me to give my opinion on the tariffs. That's why, Prakash. That is just why. All right. Glenn, do you pork barbecue or other red meat? Listen, I like red meat. My wife don't have red meat, don't like red meat, but I love me some red meat. I'll put as much red meat on my grill as possible. Believe you me, I'm going to have about 3 or 4 steaks on my grill. All right. Glenn, if you like the tariff, you're crazy. This is why I don't give my opinion on tariffs. All right. This is why I don't want to give my opinion on the tariffs. And Akshay, as much as I respect your opinion, the problem about talking about politics on this channel, you people go batshit crazy. Did I say that? Crap. You do. You do. All right. And that's a problem. That is a problem. And this ain't the place for it. This ain't the place for it. I can respect your opinion just like I can respect everybody's opinion on this channel. All right. But Glenn, I just bought a bunch of ribeye going to grill this week. There you go. All right. SII. SII. Hey, Clay, am I going to get fired? I'm just curious to know. Just let me know so I can just, if that's the case, I'm just going to go crazy before I get fired. That's all. All right. I like it. You keep the politics out of the channel. I think it's important. All right. Did Glenn cuss live? If I say Sugarfoot, that's keeping me from cussing. SII. Sprott. Man. New high over the last, 3 months? Open candle. 3 and the 8 are solid. Man. We don't allow politic talk in my home. At least it blow up. Man. Me and my wife don't even do politic talk. No politics, no cry. There you go. All right, a lot of stocks coming up today. Have you ever used the big green egg? No, I haven't. It's expensive. It's too expensive for the amount of time that I use. Now I have everything. I've got a charcoal grill. I've got a Blackstone, and now I've got a smoker. What is it? I forget who it's from. I got a smoker. It's a cool smoker. If I quit VectorVest, I'll quit VectorVest if you ever get fired. San Fran, don't do that. And I'm not all of VectorVest. I don't have Traeger. What is mine? I've got something. I got to go take a picture of it and bring it in. All right. Don't ever do that, San Fran. I am not all of VectorVest. All right. Nope. That is so not. We're not even going down that. We're not going down that path about that either. All right. I ain't going nowhere until Clay says I'm going somewhere, but I'm not going nowhere. All right. Listen. I am just a guy. I love that you guys like the channel. You like me, all of that stuff. That's what I got, a master built. That's what I got. I got a master built. All right. So, and I got some version of it that's electric and stuff, and that's all that stuff. All right. All right. SII, I like to play. I love the 3 and the 8. Nonetheless, I still set up that no matter what's going on in the market, no matter what's going on with your stocks, be careful. Be defensive. What wood do you use for your smoker, Glenn? I don't know yet. Right now, I have charcoal, but I layer it with charcoal and wood. I got to tell you what wood, because I'm not sure which is the right wood to put with the smoker yet. I'm still new at it. I just got my first smoker. Got it last Father's Day. I haven't used it yet. My wife's not happy about it, so I got to use it. Do you have a robot grill cleaner? They have one of those, but no. All right. I never knew that there was. I don't have a robot grill cleaner. All right, tell you what we're going to do. Today, we're going to still keep looking at a lot more of your stocks. And I think that it's important to do that today, going into the news that we have that's driving the market, knowing that this is going to be a long weekend. Today, I think pecan you like. I use Royal Lump Charcoal. I do have chunky charcoal, not the regular like Kingsford. I got some other, like they just broke it off into the bag. It's really cool. So that's what I am using. My husband uses mesquite and hickory more than any others. I'm trying to figure out what woods I think I want to start to use. I love the chat talking about different woods. Aaron Judge, I'll talk about that in a second. All right, I need some other stocks to look at. All right, I want to know what stocks you have that you have questions on. Sezzle, CESELZL. Let's go take a look at that real quick. Sezzle's another stock that's moving. The 3 and the 8 are solid, up 3% today. And again, from the mobile app, how quickly am I able to do this? Just right this. OpFi, let's go look at OpFi, OPFI. Let's go peep that out. Interesting on OpFi. In a channel, nice open day today. Look at the 3 and the 8, just crossed back. I need more confirmation on OpFi before I pull the trigger. Look at that. Got a solid level of resistance. I love that it's undervalued. Long-term earnings per share, back and forth. In a channel, if you're in it, I'm not mad at you, but if it breaks down below this level of support, you probably should take some of that off the table. Anet, A-N-E-T, A-N-E-T. Let's go peep that out. Woo, nice stock that was nicely running up for a lot of the year. Look at that. How do I feel right now coming off that level of resistance? Not only retracing from resistance, but breaking down below support. The 3 and the 8 cross negative. That's on Anet. Anet was a great stock for the longest time, but right now I'm not feeling it. All right, let me go back up in the chat. Where's my mouse? What happened to my mouse? Let me go back up in the chat so I can see what other stocks are coming up. QNCCF. Quantum. Ooh, this could be an early entry since the quantum space is moving. The 3 and the 8 just went up. Not only that, today's candle broke through a level of resistance. I want to look at this fundamentally. Relative value below 1, relative safety below 1. RT, I think the industry is pulling this stock's price higher, which is interesting. I'm sure it's way overvalued, and it is. 4 cents, where it's trading at 61 cents. This is a super aggressive play. You're playing the coattails of an industry. All right, you're playing the coattails of an industry that's starting to move, Troy. I'd be super careful with it. I love that it's up 12% today. All right, but look at all of this is a 3-month graph or so. Look at all the non-activity. Look at all the, that's a 1-year graph. Look at all the non-activity that's going on with this stock. All right, just be careful with this. That, why can't I get it? Go back up, QNCCF. Be careful with this. It wasn't doing anything for the longest time. And now the industry's starting to move. If you're going to take this as a really aggressive play. Tigo. Let's go to Tigo. Now, keep in mind, I can't see your current chat because I'm way up in the chat to see the stocks that you put out. Tigo, another stock that's on the move. 3 and the 8 look good. Ooh, look at the 3 and the 8 are converging. The 3 and the 8 are converging. They didn't cross down, but they are converging. Love the move. Love that it's undervalued, rising value. Down a little bit today. Love the rising earnings. Watch the graph. Watch the graph. The graph shows me at the 3. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4 days of indecision. Stock's price was nicely moving from this level of support. Broke up. 4 days of indecision. The stock's having a hard time determining which way it really wants to go. Let's go to Siffy. Siffy. They call him Siffy. Siffy, faster than lightning. No one you see is faster than he. That's not the name. It's really Flipper, but Siffy. All right, Siffy. Nice move. Woo, big up day yesterday. No follow through today after it also broke through resistance yesterday. A lot of selling pressure, a lot of give back. This is why even when the stock moves up big one day, you look at the next day. No follow through. Right back to that level of support. Testing it now as a level of support. I do like long term. The earnings per share is rising. Stocks a hold, but man, not a good day for the stock today. If you were in it yesterday, you made some money. You might be wanting to take some of that profit off the table. Let's go look at TPC. TPC. What's in here? Another stock that's coming off a level of resistance. Look at that, pulling down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days after hitting resistance. Up day today, up about 2%. Up day today, I do like the earnings per share, but I'm watching as a lot of stocks are starting to roll over. Market's starting to look for a top. Keyword, looking for a top. Looking for a top. What other else is up here? AT&T and Lumen made a deal yesterday. I think it added to AT&T's resume to make them stronger, and Lumen, I think it made them more efficient to get rid of that segment of their business. Right now, though, not a lot of big move off of the news. Actually, it's pulling down a little bit. Um, 1, 2, 3, closed candle today, which makes it like another bearish day, even though it's up just 0.25%. It's in a channel. There's your level of resistance. There's your level of support sitting in a channel. I think I could have you in a better looking stock than that. Eli Lilly, GLP-1 is probably still driving it. Woo! Yeah, no. Trade the chart. Chart says, heck to the no. How about that? Cash me outside. Eli Lilly is like, yo, cash me outside. It's going down, though. I'm not feeling Eli Lilly right now. Coming off that level of the high up here, bulling down, going through levels of support, currently support. There's nothing that I like about Eli Lilly right now, and it's a sell. All right, what else is up here? Eat. Let's go to eat. I'm hungry. Talking about eat, I'm hungry. What should I have for lunch today? I'm thinking going to McAllister's to get a salad. I can't bite down on anything. These teeth are all jacked up. So I'm thinking I might have to go get me a salad today. All right, eat. Look at that. Trending lower. Put this back on the 6-month. How about this is trending lower from that high? If I could draw trend lines, it's just trending lower and lower and lower. Nice little rebound day today. All right, now, interesting rebound after coming out of this channel, support, resistance, breaking through resistance. You know what I'd be looking for? Interesting, if you're in it right now, very little wick at the top, so there's no give back on the move today. If I'm thinking about getting in, I'm going to probably wait to Tuesday to see if there's some follow through on the stock. Follow through on the stock. It's up 3% today. Nice little update. I don't know what the news was. Don't want to look. But nice move. Very little wick at the top. So not a whole lot of give back. Let's go look at another silver stock, PAAS. Let's go look at that. AEM is a good play. I think AEM is a better play on the silver spot than PASS. It is moving up from that level of support, but not by a lot. The 3 and the 8 have not crossed to the upside, so I'm not getting any confirmation there. If I'm going to play a silver play, it's going to probably be the ASM trade. The ASM trade. All right. Now I'm going to come back down into the chat to see what you guys are talking about. Oklo. Oh, I still like uranium. Let's go to OKLO. Let's go see. Nice jump today, too. Look at that. Nice. Made a gap. I'm not liking the wick at the top, but open candle. What else don't I like? Fundamentally not sound. Look at that earnings per share going down. Just going way, way down. But from a technical standpoint, coming off this level of support, going up. 3 and the 8 cross. 3 and the 8 are still in play. 3 and the 8, it's up 24 for freaking percent today. I don't know what the news. Now you're going to make me go look at the news. Click the hamburgers in the top right-hand corner. Let's go look at the news. I want to see what the news says. What happened to Oklo? 24, 25%. 1 hour ago, Nano Energy founder talks expected Trump executive orders. Why Oklo surged today? That was 3 days ago. 1 hour ago, Apple, Booz Allen, Constellation. 2 hours ago, Trump nuclear. Was there an executive order? Oh, was there an executive order on nuclear energy that I did not see today? There you go. ABB says nuclear bill. Aha! So let's go. Click on done. You know what I want to look at? Let's go look at URA. URA. Where was I been? I've been in a meeting all morning. Then I had to record the 6 p.m. video. And then I got a lot going on, so I haven't watched. But URA, look at that. I'm not in a uranium play right now. I should be. Prakash Traders Complex, whole world of users, Google, are you? Okay, that's another whole conversation. Holy smokes. Big move on a big executive order. Let's go here. Let's go look at the stock news. Probably should say the same thing. Almost 10%. How many of y'all trading defend? That might probably go up too. That's 10 months ago. That's 11 months ago. Nothing new. But uranium stocks are on the move today. Ooh, I thought Glenn was going to get himself some chrome grills, top and bottom. I'm thinking about that. My kids are like saying I should have separate grills for separate live streams. I might. Yes to defend. I'm liking that. We did look at defend already, right? We already looked at it. Pulling back. Rebound day. How about the 3 and the 8 are still holding? All right, Trump to sign orders to boost nuclear power as soon as Friday. Hey, what uncle has been talking about nuclear energy? Type it in the room. What uncle has been talking about nuclear energy for the longest time? Type it in the room. CCJ. You know, CCJ was a stock that I liked a while ago. But man, they're all moving. Your Uncle Tom, really? Really, Nancy? All right, that's fine. All right. I'm not taking no credit for this at all. I ain't said nothing about uranium ever. All right? That's all right. I see how y'all are. It's all right. Another one that I like, URNM. That's another ETF. And they're all killing it. They all jumped up. That's messed up. Jerry's gonna go with Nancy. That's so messed up. It's all right. See how you're living. Nobody put my name in there. Not a one. That's all right. I'm never giving. Oh, there we go. Ali gave us this $2 super chat. Type a W in the room. Ali, you got to give me a stock. Type a W in the room. Gren, look at your uranium list. I checked your uranium video a few weeks. No. RSX Center. Nobody said Uncle Glenn. Nobody even realized that I put out a uranium video recently. Lisa said I talked about it in January. R. Saxana just realized that, just put up that Clay, put my video up that I just did on uranium. I just did it. Man. No, Nancy. That's all right. Your Uncle Glenn's been talking about freaking uranium for the longest time. All right. And now I wasn't expecting a bill to come through or I wasn't expecting that. Ali said, what, Ali? You gave me the super chat. What stock do you want me to look at? I got to know. On the 3 stocks, what are your 3 stocks? Ali, you got to give me the stocks if you want me to take a look at them. Put them in the chat. Thank you for the super chat. I'm going to look at your 3 stocks, but you got to put them into the room. There you go. I just did a uranium video. Goodness gracious. And then this happens. Can you show me your support resistance settings? Yeah, let's go down to the bottom. Where's support resistance? So inactive, support resistance active. What I have them on? Number of bars, 100. Why? I only want to look at the last 3 months. Why? Because what happens every 3 months? Earnings, biggest mover of a stock's price. So I'm looking at 100 bars. I'm looking at high-low. I'm looking at the number of touches, 2. The size of the reversals are medium, and the size of the zones are average. And I'm looking at broken and unbroken lines, number of lines to show all. All right. John says, I think we are on the ignore list since we are not new. I'm trying to look at everybody's stocks. Guess what? I pull up a lot of stocks in here. Be careful eating your meat this weekend. You need to be gentle on your teeth. Yeah, I know. I'm going to cut it up. Definitely going to cut it up. Believe you me, I ain't going to be chomping into it like I normally used to, man. You all know that these 4 got to go, all right? I got an appointment next week. I got to go see Got to go see the periodontist, and we have to talk. We're gonna sit down. I must really like this community to get all personal about what's going on with my teethuses, but I have to because you don't want me to come up here on screen one day and be like, "Hi, I'm Toothless Glenn." I can't do that. I can't do that. Yeah, I think they're gonna make some kind of prosthetic for these 4 teeth. I can't do implants. The bone density, the bone degradation is too much in these teeth. I can't even do implants. That's what you get for not going to the dentist for a long time. Michael says, how do you use the 3 and the 8 as opposed to the 5 and the 10? The 3 and the 8 are faster than the 5 and 10. If you want to slow it down a little bit, because prior to the 3 and the 8, Michael, 5 and 10 is what I always use. All right, is what I always use. But then the 3 and the 8 just got me a little closer. Exponential moving averages track price a little closer than a simple. And it's right in the middle. A weighted tracks price even closer than an exponential. All right, so it's just time and just effort and hit and miss on how I got down to the numbers that I got down to. But the 5 and the 10, there's nothing wrong with the 5 and the 10. There's nothing at all wrong with the 5 and the 10. All right, I'm gonna set an alert on URNM. I'm gonna see. I want a piece of that. I'm going to set a buy price of $40.80 on URNM. I'm going to set a buy price on some of these things. I don't know why I didn't do it on some of the other ones. URNM. Yeah. All right. I learned so much good non-stock bonus info here. It's true. Listen, I asked the question a long time ago, do you guys like when I do off-topic stuff? And you guys said resoundingly, yes. Yes, we always talk about what's going on in the market. But I like to have fun. I don't want to be the channel that sits here and goes, look at this stock. It's going up. You should buy it. No, you shouldn't buy it. That's what you should do. I am me. One of the reasons why I'm on this YouTube channel is because of Clay. One of the reasons, and probably the biggest reason why I'm on this YouTube channel is because of Clay. And that's because over the years, just looking at my personality, he said, man, I think you would be good on YouTube. So I got to, the reason why I'm here, the reason why I'm even here doing YouTube is because of Clay. I need you all to type a 1 for Clay. All right. If it was worth it for you to get to learn about me and this channel and what we do, type a 1 in the room for Clay. Clay was the one that brought the whole idea to Dr. DeLito when he was alive to even allow us to do this and to bring me on. So, Clay, that's for you, bro. And all the ones you see in there are for you, bro. All right? That's definitely for you, and I'm thankful. All right. Give me some more stocks. VRNA. I just see that stock. VRNA. Let's go put that in here. Wow. Look at that. It's a 1-year graph. That is a 3-month graph. If I could draw a trend line from this level to where we are right now, the stock's in an uptrend. The 3 and the 8 are still solidly in place. 3 and the 8 is solidly in place. All right. There you go, Clay. You see that? John says, get that man a bottle of Jarvis wine. You hear that, Clay? Go get me a bottle. Go talk to Christina and get me a bottle of some of that Jarvis wine. Ooh, that was some good wine, baby. Prakash, we did look at CLS already. Verana, you know something? I got a level of resistance right there. Love the open candle up 3% today. Love that the earnings are getting better and better and better. That tells me that they're doing something behind the scenes with management. That's a good thing. All right, let's go to KEP. KEP, electric power. Wow. Now, I don't know what's going on with that, but that's going up. You know something? I want a little piece of that, too. I'm going to put an alert on that. Create an alert. A little higher than that high. I put in an alert at $11.46, about 10 cents higher than where it is right now. And the cool thing about putting these alerts on the mobile app is that you'll get an alert. You can't do that in the VectorVest online. That's why even if you do have the desktop, you get the mobile for free. Use it. All right, PSIX. PSIX. Ali never gave me your stocks. You wanted 3 stocks for me to look at. I need you to type them into the room, Ali. Ali, I need you to type them into the room. Did I miss it? Did he put those stocks in and I missed it? I'm going back up through the chat. Going back up through the chat. Ali, type the stocks in the room, or else I can't look at them, my friend. No, I'm letting see you put them in. Type the symbols in the room so that I can be able. We looked at EAT, John. We did look at EAT. I swore we looked at EAT. I'm looking at PSIX. Oof. Right there at a level of resistance. Look at that. Right at that level of resistance, right there. Dang it, I had it. Right there. Broke through that level of resistance. I look for some follow-through. Look at the wicks prior to that. Look at the big wicks at the top of the candle. A lot of selling pressure, but finally broke through. Open candle, no wick on today's candle. No wick on today's candle. Can you advise on Modine? Uber and QQQQ. MOD, Modine. Oof. Man, Ali, that's not a pretty sight. And you had signals right there. Look at that. That was 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Not only did it go down, the 3 and the 8 crossed to the downside. If you're still holding on, you do have to this level of support. If it breaks through that level of support, I definitely would not be in it. I don't want you be in it right now. Just looking at coming up, that was a solid level of resistance, and it pulled back down. Let's go look at what else do you have? Uber, UBER. Let's go look at Uber. Ali, what are you doing? Right there at resistance. The 3 and the 8 crossed yesterday. The 3 and the 8 crossed to the downside yesterday. And QQQQ. Ooh, I'm not bullish on the Qs right now. I wouldn't be bullish on the Qs right now. Look at that. Coming, and then 3 stocks coming off of resistance, Ali. 3 stocks coming off of resistance. And the 3-8 is crossed bearish on all 3 stocks. How do you come to UMR 4080, 4078 plus 12, 4090? Rose, I didn't actually do it 12 cents. That was my fault. I eyeballed it. You saw me when I put the alert on. That was a good catch, though, Rose. Normally it'd be 12 cents higher than the high. I eyeballed it for the purposes of getting through the stocks. Does that make sense, Rose? You're right. It should be 12 cents higher than the high. You are absolutely right. Hopefully my explanation of why I didn't actually do 12%, you accept it. I'm just for the purposes of just trying to show how you can set an alert. That's how it got there. All right, Rose, but you're right. It should be 12 cents higher than the high. All right? Rose, look at that. Y'all holding my feet to the fire. I'm all right with that. Keep me honest. Keep me honest. All right? Rose says, I bought URNM, long time due to you. Thank you. And I'm just a guy. I keep telling you that. I'm just a guy. Google. GOOGL. Let's go peep that out. Look at that big wick yesterday, Roger. A little bit of a shooting star. The wick is twice the body. Right. And not only was it a shooting star, it was a shooting star right at resistance. It was a shooting star right at resistance. What's it doing? If you're still in it, I'm not mad at you, Roger. The 3 and the 8 are still in play. The 3 and the 8 are still in play. So I'm not mad at you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. EOSE. EOSE. Let's go peep this out. Nice little rebound there. Ooh, look at that. A springboard right off that level of support. The 3, you know what I'm looking for? Who gave me that? Rose? No, that was ABB. ABB, you know what I'm looking for here? I like the bounce. Now, if you're aggressive, you can jump on board. Keep in mind what's going on in the market, though, right? Keep in mind what's going on with the market, though. What I'd wait for is confirmation is for the 3 to go back above the 8 ABB. That's what I would look for. That's what I would look for. Now, I'm not going to be mad at you if you jumped on this now because nice open candle, very little wick at the top, but that's more of an aggressive play. Does that make sense, ABB? Does that analysis make sense? USEG. USEG. Energy. A big nothing burger for a long time. Up 13, 14% today. Anybody want to buy that? 1, if you want to buy that. 2, if you don't. 1, if you I don't want that. You know what I'm pushing? I don't want that. That's a car crash. That is a car crash. What else? I don't want it. What is this?
No.
All right. Oops, that's the wrong one. Oh, I don't have it. Can you click on the right thing for me, Clay? I forgot. I don't have. That's the wrong one. Go all the way down to the bottom. All the way down to the bottom. He didn't set that up on my my deal. Yep, click on that. Nope, all the way at the bottom. There we go. Put me back in the. Yeah, that's not a setup. Normally, I have to. Yeah, it's all right. All right, I'm not touching that. Now, guess what? That's the beautiful thing behind looking at the graph. Can I buy it? Yep, the 3 is above the 8. Do I want to buy it? I don't know. Ali, I looked at Modine. Did I not look at Modine? I gave you guidance on it. Modine going into next week. I don't. There's nothing that I like about it. There's nothing that I like about it. Now, with that being said, Ali, you know I cannot tell you what stocks. All right, I can't tell you what stocks to buy and sell. I can set the guidance. Looking at a graph, understanding that we're learning to trade the chart, not our heart. The chart says the 3 is below the 8. All right, the 3 is below the 8. So check Nvidia. Let's go AMSC. AMSC. Let's go superconductor. I like the move coming up off this level of support down here. I like the move. Broke through resistance, had follow through. The 3 and the 8 is solid. It's up a little bit today, but look at the open candle. If you're in it, I'm not mad at you. If you're in it, I'm not mad at you. Hold it. Have a great weekend, Glenn and Clay. Got to run. Have a good weekend, Vix. Thank you for being here today. All right. We ain't got a lot of people here today. I'm wondering if a lot of people are traveling for the weekend, all that kind of stuff. Maybe people are just getting tired of hearing from me. I wonder. Are they getting tired of hearing from me? I don't know. But you know, the people that are here, you know what they're telling me?
I love it!
There you go. That's what they're telling me. So, and that's what I want. That's what I want. I want the people that are here that are saying that they love it. That's what I want. All right. Maybe you got to call all the Canadians today. What am I going to call them for? I didn't say nothing bad to them. I ain't saying nothing bad. Recheck NVDL. Let's go check that out. NVDL. Today is a light day on attendance. But you know something? You too, Nancy. Have a great weekend as well. And I'm thinking a lot of people are traveling today. That makes sense. Nvidia, again, right at that level of resistance, pulled back. The 3 is still above the 8. The 3 is still above the 8 if you're holding out on that. I never get tired of hearing Glenn beating his gums. Soon I'm going to have nothing but gums. All right? And I looked at all 3 of your stocks. Hey, everybody, did I not look at all 3 of Ali's stocks? I looked at all 3 of your stocks, Ali. Oh, my goodness, I did. Thank you for the super chat, but I looked at all 3 of your stocks. I am traveling out of the back door to my pool. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Ali, I looked at all 3, Uber, QQQ, and Modine. I did. And I know I didn't forget them. Chat will tell you. I looked at all 3 of your stocks, Ali. I did. You too, Dennis. Have a good weekend. Glenn, have an awesome weekend. You too, Lisa. What time is it? It's almost. Oh, it's right on 1 o'clock. I gotta get ready to take. I gotta do the special presentation. I gotta go do that. I'm working on it. I think it's too late for me to take care of the choppers now, but I'm gonna get them all fixed. Folks, all we did today was look at your stocks. Number 1. Number 2, the best guidance that I can give to you today going into this weekend is to be defensive. We did look at stocks that are on the rise. And again, looking at the analysis, trading the charts, I'm not mad at you if you're in them. I want you to be, there you go. Tabula says, should we be lightning or accumulating right now? I think you all need to be defensive. Now, with that being said, how many of you agree with that assessment about what's going on in the market? To be defensive. Just type a 1 in the room if it was worth it for you to come here today to at least get that guidance. I think that it's the right time to be defensive in the market. All right? If you agree with that on the way out, make sure you type a 1. Let's get this chat running all the way sky high before we leave. We only got 42 likes. If you feel compelled, hit the like button as well. If you're brand new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. All right, there's always, that's true, Amor. I'm not saying there isn't. Yes, I also hedge with gold and shorts. Okay, there you go. I am of the mindset right now, folks, it is the right time to at least be defensive. All right, now I got to go. You guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the weekend. Cook out, whatever you need to do, but don't forget the reason for the day. Don't forget the reason why we have a 3-day weekend this weekend. All right. Adios. Arrivederci. Ciao. Au revoir. Sayonara. Aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. You know I love me some Hawaii. I got to get Janet to get us. We got to go back to Hawaii soon. All right, we got to go back to Hawaii soon. Always remember, there's good people in the world. This weekend, we have great people in the world who gave their lives. If you can't find a good person, be one. Odabu, bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Have a great weekend until next week, folks. See ya.